Hello and welcome back to the 20th game of today of day one in Sheffield. Looks like, one second, a ref's just awarding a goal to the French in black. So yeah, we're playing France under 24 men against Italy under 24 men, France in black and Italy in white. Just under 11 minutes of the first half left. France beating Italy to the puck at the strike and trying to drive straight through Italy's attack, making a drive, but there's a call by the refs. Let's go see what that is. It's gloving against France, so Italy will get an advantage puck. France quick down, occupying the space on the bottom, which is valuable at this kind of level of hockey. Italy driving it, looking to get a drive up the wall, but instead come up against France, and there's a call by the ref. Stick infringement against the French, with the ref pointing at one of the Frenchmen, so probably saying, I'm warning you, or you're getting out if you do that again. And Italy taking another advantage puck, trying to flick it forwards to their forward, number 8. France attacking Italy on the wall, trying to regain possession. Italy getting space, driving up the wall, looking for that pass back, but number 8 from France taking that and aggressively trying to fight up the wall, aggressively trying to make space, and France drive off the wall, driving forwards, but Italy neutralise, and it looks like there's a ref call against Italy. France getting an advantage puck in Italy's half. And setting up again. France going down to take the advantage puck, driving it to the centre, to their forward, hopefully trying to attack the centre of the goal, but Italy drive it to their under their sub bin. France still putting the drive on, trying to get across. Italy driving up the wall, but there's a ref call. Stick infringement by the Italians. Advantage puck for France. Again in the French half, French putting some serious pressure on the Italians here. France taking the advantage puck and again looking to attack the centre of the pool where most of the goal is. More chance of success if they can get a drive on. But the Italians trying to drive it out, but France putting a drive on, with down with numbers, trying to get to the goal. It looks like it might be a goal, let's see. No, it's not a goal. It's a legal use of the free arm by the French, so the Italians will get an advantage puck. The French push back, which will be quite disheartening, but the Italians taking it to the wall, defending under the sub bin where they can get the most amount of quickest subbing going, fresh players into the pool, trying to drive it. Looks like the French are just trying to turn it and lay it into the centre and drive it, but the excellent defending from the Italian there, neutralising that attack. Support to the Italians, consolidating their defence on the wall. And it looks like And there's a call by the refs against Italy. France will get another advantage puck, and Italy call a timeout. We're starting again. French are going to set up for their advantage puck against Italy. Try drive into the centre. Italy not down enough, so French taking advantage and driving into that space. Italy just managing to defend and drive it to the corner. There's less chance of the French getting a goal. French player thinking, I'm not having that, trying to drive it into the centre where his players are and get it through. Oh. Apologies, forgot to change the screen. And there's a call by the ref. And it's against the French. Italy taking the puck and taking it to the wall. And there's another call by the refs. Stick infringement against the French. Italy getting that push a little bit more up the pool, a little more out of their space. And timeout by the French. Just under 5 minutes left of the first half of under 24 men, Italy versus France. And Italy, and the puck goes over the side of the barrier. And the refs call it against France. So Italy getting another advantage puck a bit further up the pool, making ground slowly through their advantage pucks. Whether that's fault of their own or not, I don't know. Italy looking to drive up the wall. Italy trying to make that forward pass through, but France preventing that, and there's another ref's call. Stick infringement against the French, and he's getting sent out for it. And we've got 6v5 hockey set up now with the Italians in front of the goal. That's number 7, Vincent from the French team sent out for a minute for a stick infringement. France just trying to drive it into the corner, not taking any risks in their half, especially with a player down. Maybe just trying to run down the clock until they can get Vincent back in the pool. France driving forwards, but there's a call against by the refs, and it's advantage for Italy with Vincent about to get back in. And then Italy taking the advantage puck, trying to drive it into the Vincent's getting back in, a fresh player in for the French. 6-on-6 hockey, French using that to their advantage and getting the new energy to drive it. And that's Vincent there, number 7, using his new energy that he's got to drive up the pool. Driving away from the Italian sub-bin. Sub-bin? Sub-bin. French really being aggressive now with their 6 players. Italy just trying to defend and trying to put that drive back up that they worked so hard to get. Maybe get another goal in. But there's another call by the refs against the French. He's talking to the Italian, not sure about. Italians taking their advantage puck straight to the wall, where they're strongest. It seems as they play a lot on the wall. Italians trying to drive out the wall and then pushing off that wall, looking for that new player, but French using that and just breaking through with the support, trying to flick forwards, but the forward just went up, still making a drive, still making good ground. Can they get a goal in 30 seconds left? Looks like Italians just managed to defend that. But wait. No, that was a goal. The refs just called it. It's another goal for the French just before the first half finishes. And that's half time. Teams swapping over. 2-0 to the French against Italy. Some good play being going on. Welcome back. It's about a minute until the second half of the under 24 French versus Italy game begins. As you can see, some sponsors on the screen. Thank you to our sponsors. Apologies for the technical difficulties we've been facing today. It is our first day. Also, apologies to fans back at home who are Italian and French. My French isn't very good, so you don't want to hear it, and I don't know any Italian, so you even don't want to hear that. And 20 seconds before we start, back up again, French in black, closest to us, Italy in white, furthest from us. French beating Italy to the puck. Strong strike, strong drive up the pool. Great drive. And there's a call by the refs against France, sorry. Apparently my English isn't that great either. Italy taking their advantage puck straight to the wall. To their wing mid, straight to the forward, but French coming up against that and flicking it out to the back line, looking for that cut across into space, but obviously came up against the Italian and didn't work. The ref's calling it, and it's an advantage puck for the French in the Italian half. Be interesting to see where the French take this puck. Driving it to his wing, trying to take it back to his forward in the centre, but the Italians defending it well, taking it more to their corner, off the sub-bin side, just holding it down there. And there's another call by the refs against the Italians. So French get an advantage puck even closer to the Italian goal. Perhaps we might see another goal, or perhaps not. Perhaps Italy will defend it well. So France taking the puck and driving it straight into the centre of the goal. Down in numbers, and it looks like it might be a goal. Let's see what the refs... Yep, the refs are saying that's a goal. That's the third goal for the French team. Number 13 on the French team, Joel Mingasson. Again, apologies for my French pronunciation. I'm not that great. French beating the Italians to the strike again and driving up, like to drive down the centre of the goal, making a great drive. It looks like it might be another goal for the French really quickly, and the rest is saying it is a goal. Amazing work from the French, amazing drive off the strike. Number 8, Clement Aracas. I'm just going to say the first names because, yeah. French beating the Italians to the strike again, taking out wide, looking for a drive up the channel. The Italians managing to get it off the French and driving it up the wall. French trying to rip it off the Italian. and they managed to gain possession and look to make that drive straight back up the wall. The French not losing their drive, even though they're 4 goals up. They still want to be aggressive, not playing it safe, just want to get as many goals as possible by the looks of it. Italian coming up against loads of French opposition, but managing to get it to his other player. It's good play with that. But French gaining possession again, taking it up the wall, trying to take up the wall, and then driving out. Good support, good driving from the French. But the Italians taking it straight into the corner, not giving them any chance, just consolidating their players, maybe telling them to be a bit calmer. Another call by the ref, and it's against the French. Refs are calling a timeout, so that might change. Or maybe he just wants to talk to a particular player and tell them not to do anything that they've been doing. It looks like they want to send a player out from the Italian team. So now it's 5 Italian players against 6 French players, taking it straight to the wall again. Just that centre mid laying off to their wing and then trying to push it forwards to their forward. But the French take out wide and the rest make another call. And it's sick infringement against the French. It's number 5, Roberto. He's been sent out for the Italian. And again, the Italians with their set play to drive up the wall, but the French just aggressively trying to make that drive, aggressively trying to make space, and there's another call. And it's an advantage puck for the Italians. Flicking it forward this time instead of to his wing. Coming up against French opposition on the wall. The French player looking to pass it out wide, and the French breaking to the side, other side to the sub-bin area, making a drive, trying to break up the Italian formation, even though they've now got 6 players in the water again. Apologies for the footage. The remote keeps losing signal, basically. And there's a timeout called by the French. Starting up again after the French timeout, and Straight away, almost, a ref calls, and the rest want to have a timeout to just discuss this call. The ref's calling looks like stick infringement against the French, so the Italians getting a advantage puck in their half. Hopefully they can make some ground with this. It's going down, straight to the wing, flicking up the wall. The French absorbing the attack and making a drive at the wall, but the Italians pushing it back. The French flicking it wide along their back line, making a great drive. And sorry, I just keep forgetting to change the screen. Rest calling another timeout. Sending a player out from the Italian team. Such a shame I didn't change the screen. That was a beautiful play from the French along the back line. The French getting an advantage puck. Driving up the wall into the Italians' half, near the sub bin, and there's another call by the refs, and it's against the French, pushing them back. Number 14, Filippo, on the Italian team, sitting out for 2 minutes. Italians flicking it forwards, getting a drive on. The French trying to break up the formation, trying to drive, trying to make ground. They do have the player advantage, so the Italians just trying to keep it in the corner, trying to consolidate their time. Maybe not taking as many risks as they should have, as they would do if they had 6 players in the water. The French trying hard to pull it out, and it looks like there might be it looks like was a goal. Let's see what the refs say. The refs agree it is a goal for the French, 5th goal of the match. Number 7 of the French team, Vincent, redeeming himself after he got sent out. And Italians call a timeout for the second half. Now got just over 5 minutes left of the second half in this French versus Italian game. Looking back on previous years, the French have only played Italy once at Worlds in age groups, and that was in 2015 in Castellon in Spain. And back then, the French beat Italy 2-0, so already they're doing better. And they're starting again. And French beating Italy to the puck with great body position, great support from the French. Really good drive. French are really able to drive through the Italian formation at the moment. The French driving it to that corner, left corner of the goal. trying to flick it into the centre, trying to get that other French player to just nip it in the goal, but it looks like it might be a ref call. And it's a ref call against the French. Players setting up behind the ref's line, and the Italians flicking it to the wall, flicking it over the French opposition, trying to get it to their forward so the forward can make that drive out the wall, but the French taking the puck, driving it along the back line. Oh, thought they were going to do that, but no, they're trying flicking it to their forward. Just moving around the French and trying to break up their formation. And there's another call by the refs. Stick infringement against the Italians. French getting an advantage puck in the Italian half. French setting up behind the puck, looking to drive as much as possible into the goal area, but the Italian taking it straight to the wall. French just looking to try and flick it along the side, creating space, trying to target the goal where it's the biggest volume, the best chance of getting it in, but the Italians not letting that happen. The French trying it again along the back line, switching it out to the other wall. Under the Italian sub bin, seeing a few subs going on. Hopefully some fresh players will be able to make the Italians a bit stronger on their attack. Italians getting a great drive up the wall with players behind them. The French locking it down and taking that, trying to make that back switch happen again, but no, the Italians trying to break it, and it goes straight back to the wall. Or just looking for another player. The Italian taking it. They just want to make space. They want to get through the Italian formation. The French driving up, making a beautiful drive, but the Italian just locking that down. Trying to flick through, but the French just taking that pass and being like, no, I want that. Driving it, trying to drive it to the centre of the goal. Hopefully their players will be in the right position so they can get another goal. And it's flick, and it looks like it made it into the goal. Let's see what the refs call. And that looks like a goal. The sixth goal for the French in the last half of this game. It's number 8 from the French, Clement. Believe he's also got another goal this match, so good on Clement. Slick. French taking the strike again, trying to drive through the Italian formation, not working, so they take it wide, trying to drive up the wall. Italy just trying to drive up the wall. French flicking it wide, trying to get that wide pass and trying to get space. Insanely fit people here. And there's another rule, another ref call, and it's against the Italians. It's the last 25 seconds of the match. France not taking as many risks anymore, and there's another call by the refs. Let's see what that is. And it's against the Italians. French getting another advantage puck. Looks like an Italian's getting sent out, and he's getting the wrong sim bin, but and just under 20 seconds left. French not being as aggressive anymore. There's number 8 from Italy, Lorenzo. I think it's the vice captain of Italy. He's just got sent out, and that's time on the under 24 men's French versus Italy game. 6-0 to France. Some good play that went on, and great display of how fitness can help enable you to get good goals.